Hello YouTube, it's Lisa Stade here of the YouTube channel of Lisa Stade and Hitler Obsessed, and now we'll do part 12 of my review of the 1974 history documentary of Swastika. Now what we left off was the explosion of the Hindenburg, and now the next scene is of the Americans in America, and they have the boycott that was going on that was led by the Jewish community against Hitler's anti-Semitic actions and other Americans to boycott German products and stores, in a way to try to stop him. It didn't do much of a dent on Hitler. Because yes, in America at the time he had isolationism, where a lot of people were like, what's going on in Germany is really not our problem, let's not get involved. It's kind of like what some people think about, the wars in the Middle East, they're always going to be fighting, let's not get involved. And I can understand that, in a way, in the Middle East, I guess, but most likely not in the Third Reich. Because Hitler was not like, gonna kill you for being an infidel to Islam. He's gonna kill you for just being born not Aryan and wanted world domination. Not for something like a Muslim caliphate, like I guess the Islamic fundamentalists want in ISIS or Al Qaeda. This is not meant as any discrimination to Muslims. So anyone that is a Muslim here, I respect your religion, I respect your lifestyle. I don't support the ISIS guys or Al Qaeda. I don't think that they should be back in power in Afghanistan. So just to let you know, don't take down this video, please, for love of God, on YouTube. Knowing how iffy the policies are. But back to what I was saying about the Jewish people definitely having the boycotts of the German goods. Yes, a lot of German descendants here in America, some of them will actually get involved in an American Nazi party called the Bundes, by a guy that had the last name Bund. And that's why it's called the Bundes. It's called also, I think, the American National Socialist Party is first called that, and Hitler used that as a way to try to get into America, all his ideas, and try to destroy America from within. And you can see here, oh shoot. So, yeah, you'll have, Hitler had a lot of people, trying to bring his ideas in different Nazi groups there. So we had neo-Nazis back in Hitler's day, even though he didn't like, the Bundes, because the guy was, to him, he thought he was just this worst kind of, all the traits he didn't like, just a real sworn idiot, Didn't like the guy, didn't want to welcome the guy or shake his hand when the guy actually turned up in the Third Reich. Uh, but Hitler didn't like this guy, even though he let him know enjoy his little party there. That was originally considered another version of the NSDAP in America, but later on changed its name to the Bundes. But yet again, eventually the guy fell out of favor of Hitler's, and most likely because Hitler just washed his hands of the guy and thought, no good will come out of what I planned for with this guy, so no, just let him be, Maybe if I rule the world, I can get rid of him later on and shoot him myself. Uh, Back to what I was saying here about, so here's some of the scenes of the Jewish people marching against, Hitler on the boycotts, in Germany. And here's the Bundes guys. They did actually have, a Nazi rally in America, and I think it was New York there. So these are some of the Jewish guys and people that were against the Bundes. No, meeting they were fighting against. So these are the actual Bundes guys. Yes, they had their own little Nazi panel, so the Nazi US little party there. Uh, had their own little brown shorts and Nazi panels and standards and stuff. And oh, one guy tried to get destroyed the rally and got nailed. Oh boy. So yeah. So I guess if you're wanting to wonder where uh a lot of neo Nazis came from, it's from these guys. These guys were originally first working for Hitler, so not good people. I don't know a whole lot on the neo-Nazi movements. Would be a bloody nightmare of a research project because there's millions of little branches that have shared beliefs but differences, and that would be I would have to make a new YouTube channel just for that. That would probably get shut down. Be a pain for me for that. I know. But here's the protesters there. Uh, but yeah, a lot of people didn't really understand that Hitler had the Holocaust going on. They didn't want to believe such a thing was happening in the Third Reich. Um, they didn't want to admit that. Eventually, they had to even admit that here in America. And now, next scene is of clips of the Nazi propaganda German film called Internal Jew. There was an actual Jewish guy in the film that was eventually killed by the Nazis. So sad, grisly thing. Horrible film. Very anti-Semitic, very racist. And the lead guy, I guess if you thought he was courageous for just being stuck doing this role, he ended up dying. Because that's how the Nazis were. They didn't give a darn. Even if you're working for the propaganda film and were Jewish, they would kill you. They To them, Jewish people were seen as subhuman and to die, and if a person who was subhuman could be exploited for anything, they would kill you. They didn't give a darn. Uh, I'm gonna show you some clips of that. So here's the internal Jew. Yep, it's a Nazi propaganda film made by our lovely little friend Joseph Goebbels. So I can't put on the audio because, YouTube's probably gonna screw me over. I mean, also, this is a DVD, but, I still don't want to get, DMCA issues, to invoke Louis Wassman and his friend. What's that song would say? La 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 la, no DMCA, no DMCA, la 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 la, no DMCA, I guess you could sing that while playing this video, but I could get in a lot of trouble with YouTube though, too. Because this is a Nazi propaganda film, but this is connected to a DVD. Oh, so okay, great. But yeah, they wanted to view in the Nazi Party that Jewish people infiltrated in German and Western civilization, called themselves Germans, and they were just these evil, slimy kind of people, and this was all part of their deranged anti-Semitism, And yes, here is of next scene is of Einstein, who was in Germany, fled the Nazis to America, got uh allowed to teach in I guess it was Princeton, Ivy League. So Princeton, if you're watching this, remember me. I wrote you a letter, Lisa State, sent me a pamphlet back in I think it was 2008. Yeah, I'm that graduating student. Remember me, please, because I'm gonna mention you just about now. So quick way to get into Ivy League. Anyone wanting some advice to get into Ivy League? Probably mention them in the video. I am a history major too. So Einstein gets to be allowed. He ends up fleeing from the Third Reich because of Hitler, because of his Jewish origins. Uh, uh, the Nazis probably would have killed him even though they didn't like him. They probably would have used him for the nuclear atomic program, but that would be for another video. But he flees to. Yes?